Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala and I'm very glad to see you all here. Today we are going to create my May weekly spreads, so without further ado, let's start creating them. The spread that I'm currently working on is actually the second weekly of May. The first one is in my previous video in my May setup, which will be linked in the description box, so make sure to watch it if you want to see other spreads that I have in May. At first I decided to add a little calendar to the spread. I don't actually often make them, but every now and then I like to change my layouts not to get bored with them. Now it's high time to add some collages, which is the theme of this month. And by the way, for those who haven't seen my May plan with me video and don't know, all of the spreads will be in green colors. As I have already mentioned in the previous video, the main inspiration for this month's theme was stickers, which I have recently bought on AliExpress. Those are green stickers with drawing of space and flowers, which I'm using in this video as well. And by the way, one more important thing to mention is that all of the stationery, notebook markers, stickers and so on so far will be linked in the description box. So if you're interested in any new stationery, you can check that out. I really enjoyed creating this month's spread because it was very relaxing to create all of those collages. Trying to combine different stickers and washi tapes is always very exciting. In that set of green stickers, there were also a few beige, white and transparent stickers. In the previous video I used them only once if I'm not mistaken, so to use them more as their doodles would actually match the theme pretty nice, I decided to add them to the weekly spreads that you can see me creating at the moment. Apart from stickers, I also added some vintage sheets of paper from another set. There were some sheets of paper for to-do lists, and I decided to use one of them and added it to this weekly spread. I still haven't talked about washi tapes, by the way. I use them pretty much this month as, again, they match any collages perfectly. So the washi tapes I used the most were brown, white, black and green grid washi tapes and brown plain one. And the last stationery item I used and haven't talked about yet are round stickers. I love them so much and they are just the perfect thing for collages and actually for any other theme as well. Now let's move on to writing the names of the days. I use Pigma Micron 03 for writing the days and the dates, and later I will highlight it with two similar shades of green Crayola marker. Here I also have a tracker for the amount of water I drink every day. These are just 7 rectangles which are colored due to how much water I have drunk during the day. And the last step of creating this weekly is just adding some more stickers to make the spread less empty. Now let's move on to the third weekly spread of May. This time I decided to add an event section. I don't really often use it and it's definitely not the most important part of the weekly spread for me, but at the same time, first of all, I really like how it looks, and secondly, when there are actually some important events, it's really useful. Now it's again collages time. On this one I just have one sticker and 2 pieces of washi tapes, as I wanted to make the further weekly spreads a little bit more minimalistic than the previous two were. For the to-do list on this spread, I also decided to use a separate vintage sheet of paper. You will see that soon. I just wanted to make it more interesting, and I also added a sticker of a plant and some washi tapes there. By the way, if you watched my April plan with me video, you might remember that then I tried to have a monthly to-do list and no weekly task section. I didn't really like it, so in May I decided to come back to my usual to-do list on each weekly spread. Personally, for me, it's so much more comfortable. Now when almost all of the decorations on the spread are done, let's move on to writing the names of the days. At first I drew circles with 2 shades of green Crayola markers. These are the places for the dates. Near them I am writing the names of the days with the thin tip of my black Tombow brush pen. Very simple, but at the same time it looks really very beautiful. And as usually, the last thing before finishing the spread is adding some more washi tape pieces and round stickers to make it look even more interesting. And the last spread for today is the first weekly of May. This time I decided to add a nice name of the month on its top left corner. It's the same as I did on my other May spreads in the previous video. At first I letter the word, then I make the upper part of it a little bit darker so that there is a gradient, and after that I add a thin black shadow. In fact, I wasn't very good at drawing shadows because I didn't really understand where to add them. However, one of my favorite bloggers, bullet journalists, Kat from Kat's Planner, frequently adds shadows to her titles. So after watching so many of her videos and looking at how she letters words, I became better at that as well. Collages on the spread are also easier. Here I just have one sticker, not a few as I used to do on my previous spreads, and 2 pieces of washi tapes. They are very simple but still really very lovely. Before writing the names of the days, I drew such rectangles. Then I colored them in with the same 2 shadows of Crayola markers, and only after that I added names of the days and dates in it. Oh, actually, vice versa. At first I wrote the names of the days and dates and then highlighted the rectangles. Here I also have a tracker for the amount of water which I drink every day. However, it's different. It's more like a diagram, but still very comfortable to use. And in the right bottom corner, as usually, I have a box for my weekly tasks and tasks I need to do. As you can see, I'm finally adding more colors to the spread at the moment. I'm highlighting that rectangles with the names of the days, and yeah. And as usually, the last step is just adding more washi tape pieces and stickers to make the spread look finished. And it's high time for the final part of the video, which is as usually flip through. Here you can see all of the spreads we created today again. And I also have to finish the video already. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, make sure to give it thumbs up. Of course, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell not to miss my future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!